So here we have a nice question on the standard distribution, and we're simply asked what percentage of the distribution is going to be in this grey area, one standard deviation above the mean. So we've got a picture here to help us out. And so what we're going to do to address this is just remind ourselves of the rule for standard deviations, and that's going to be the 68, 95, 99.7 rule. And essentially what this refers to is that there's going to be 68% of the data within one standard deviation of the mean, so above minus one standard deviations and below one standard deviation. And then this is for two standard deviations, so 95% is within two, and then 99.7% of the data is within three standard deviations of the mean. So for this question, we're going to just use this 68 in the rule. So we know 68% of the data lies within one standard deviation. And so we know this grey area is above one standard deviation. We also know that the curve is symmetrical. So the place beneath the curve, the far side of the curve I should say, which is going to contain this point for the same amount of area, is going to be in here between 30 and 40. So we know this is going to be the same amount of area as the grey area on the right hand side. And so because we just want the amount of the area on the right hand side, we're going to add what we know this is going to be. So the sum of these two areas where the arrows are pointing is going to be 100 for 100% of the data minus 68, which we know lies between. So that's all going to lie in this blue area in the middle of the curve, which is above minus one standard deviations and below one standard deviation. And so the amount of that area is going to be 32% of the data. And then to find the amount just in the grey area over here, we're just going to divide that by 2. So divided by 2 is going to be equal to 16% of the data. And you can always double check this in your log tables on page 33 and 34. If you go to the z-score of 1, given that this is one standard deviation above the mean, you should see 0.84, roughly 0.84 at least, and you know that's good enough for this question. So that will get us this area.